little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Joe Burrow and the Minnesota Vikings.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 25 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, #3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Made by Jordan Brooks. 5 yards on the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Now this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Jamal Adams there.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Cook.
On the Seahawks.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16.
The ball carried by...
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Colin Saunders able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strengths has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
34-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. But it brings up
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From midfield now, Burrow. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Colin Saunders on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, Cook.
11-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Will Dissly. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Penny, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Penny. That's good.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Penny on the toss right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Deshaun Watson sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Last lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Wilson. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard
on the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Russell Wilson.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Third down.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that's good.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon.
Throwing again. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up
From the gun. Wilson. That's complete. Right around the 8. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the
Penny will try to punch it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Parkey is on now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it Try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. For this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now Williams.
And goal at the 6.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And That's good.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 23-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wilson on the keeper. A fumble.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Back up the middle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Penny. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
The score is Seahawks 13, Vikings 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run it again with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Minnesota.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Burrows was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Burrow's pass.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 10-yard completion, but still. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Number 82.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down 17-13, a little over 30 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face.